Welcome back. Word has just come down that Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. Thank you for your service to the network and host of the prior contributor. Wave. You know,
like, he used him as his puppet, and it exposed what many of us have been saying about Tucker Carlson. He's a Kremlin puppet who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
It's just such a disgrace, I think, to our country that an American would give him any kind of platform to propaganda.
If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
Big Sonny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so...
Joe Rogan has waded into the latest media controversy, and Whoopi Goldberg might want to take a break from the spotlight. Why? Tucker Carlson has reportedly filed a $100 million lawsuit, a move as dramatic as it is unsurprising. Rogan didn't hold back either, delivering remarks that landed like a punch to the gut. So, what exactly did he say? Why is Whoopi being pulled into the chaos? And how did this situation spiral so fast? Let's break it down.
They're disgusting. She's Anna Navarro. In your wildest imagination, you could never solo host a show. You will only ever make it as part of an ensemble, and you could never hope to achieve the success that Tucker Carlson has. So you can sit in your little cheap seats all day long and enjoy your little negative henpecking, but your careers are going nowhere, and Tucker is about to dominate in whatever space.
It all began on The View, the daytime talk show where passionate opinions fly faster than coffee refills. The panel, known for blending celebrity presence with strong political commentary, dove into current headlines with Whoopi Goldberg taking center stage. Yes, the same Whoopi who once defended Roman Polanski is now tackling national security and democracy as if she's leading a Senate inquiry.
What Whoopi Goldberg said?
what'd she say?
Whoopi Goldberg said that Biden could arrest all the Republicans and put them in jail. You just need to see how unhinged this kind of thinking is. Well, you know what Joe Biden could do? Joe Biden, you have to see it because it's so
on TV,
crazy.
she said
on television.
You know, just let's look at a scenario where the Supreme Court says, yes, he has all those rights. He is immune from everything.
Yeah.
You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa. He could throw every Republican.
The conversation, if you can call it that, derailed almost immediately. The planned topic was Tucker, Carlson's latest comments on immigration, Ukraine, and possibly aliens, depending on the day. But instead of a reasoned discussion, it spiraled into what felt like a courtroom drama. Whoopi declared that Carlson wasn't merely wrong. He was a threat to the entire nation. Not controversial, not misinformed. A full-scale danger. It felt more like a performance than serious commentary.
If I may, I'm amazed at the level of self-projection going on here. I mean, Alicia, you work for ABC, Tucker works for himself. Objectively, you are a puppet and he's not. And Sonny, you're basically saying that Tucker shouldn't be allowed to have a voice. That's the opposite of the democracy that you preach every time we're here. And finally, none of you had any examples on what Tucker had said that was a lie or propaganda. But I'm too nice, so I will give you another chance. Give me some specific examples to back your claims. Let's go.
Naturally, the rest of the panel chimed in. Joy Behar couldn't resist piling on, branding Carlson as public enemy number one with the nuance of a trending meme. Sonny Hostin followed, sounding like someone who just discovered the First Amendment and couldn't wait to quote it. The discussion shifted from informed debate to a shouting match, each panelist trying to outdo the other.
Like the fans, the real fans of The View that are like, oh, these ladies are on point. Most of those people can't leave the house. Like they're probably immobile.
Right. Because their mom's taking their kids to school and that's, yeah.
It's a very strange show, but it's fun to watch. It's just fun to watch them.
It's good entertainment.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Well, they're just, it's interesting because I think Sunny's very intelligent, but she's ideologically captured.
Right.
It's sort of, I think the other ones, there's a couple of the other ones don't have to name any names. They're just very.
The segment quickly lost the feel of a talk show and started resembling a public trial, complete with over-the-top accusations. Meanwhile, the internet erupted. Twitter blew up, not just with opinions, but with outrage. Carlson's supporters weren't just upset. They were preparing legal responses. Some critics said Whoopi was simply doing what she always does, being loud and wrong with little regard for accuracy. Others argued this time it could have legal consequences. Calling someone a criminal on national television isn't just edgy. It can cross into defamation territory. And that's exactly where Carlson's legal team seems to be headed. Reports indicate his lawyers are already building a case that might go the distance. Think courtroom drama meets primetime chaos. Messy, dramatic, and extremely public.
In fairness, though, I mean, The View has to be, if you average out The View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And so it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
I don't think some of them are dumb.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Sunny Hostin's
You think it's
dumb.
deliberate?
I think she's ideologically driven, and they have blinders on, for sure. I don't think Sunny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked and half baked, and you went on stage with it, and it's nothing.
As Tucker, Carlson's $100 million defamation lawsuit gained steam. Joe Rogan jumped in with his trademark humor, mocking The View as a group of boomers playing legal experts. He ridiculed Whoopi Goldberg's dramatic warnings and the panel's call for Carlson's arrest, calling them America's loudest brunch table with cameras. The internet ran with it, memes exploded, and The View's credibility took a nosedive. Rogan turned their failed takedown into one of his most entertaining roasts since his Dr. Oz slam.
And is that representative of a big constituency? I think probably yes.
Well, a lot of
MSNBC
people,
viewers are probably also thinking,
I don't even think the MSNBC viewers. I think
that's
they're a
too
little bit
far.
more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
This is like low information, blue no matter who, like older housewives who are mad at the world. That's the appeal that Whoopi Goldberg has. Does Whoopi have children?
No idea.
It's interesting too, like really politically motivated older women who don't have children.
Yeah.
They're very specific. Like you can kind of guess.
With that, what started as light daytime chatter quickly transformed into a legal parody. Carlson didn't just file a lawsuit, he dropped a $100 million bomb. And somehow, the man who walked away from Fox News is now being seen by some as the most reasonable voice in the room. A twist few predicted. Carlson's legal filing didn't hold back. His team claimed The View went far beyond voicing opinions. According to them, the panel didn't just express strong views, they portrayed him as a criminal, using loaded words like danger and advocating for his arrest, all without irony or nuance. What might have felt like heated banter to the hosts now appears, legally speaking, to be a serious accusation. And unlike Whoopi's ever-changing hairstyles, these statements can't hide behind the excuse of just an opinion. Carlson's lawyers argue this wasn't passionate debate. It was a public accusation of criminal conduct broadcast to millions. Not a great look for a show that's heavy on volume and light on legal grounding.
Try to deplatform me all the time. I think they should be deplatformed. I think the best way to counter bad opinions.
Carlson now claims the fallout has taken a toll on both his career and personal life. He alleges The View's outburst led to real-world threats and damage to his professional reputation, all because they decided to play judge and jury before lunchtime. And just in case anyone forgot, going on live TV and shouting that someone should be arrested simply because you disagree with them, that can actually have legal consequences. Who would have thought? Media reactions are sharply divided. Some argue Carlson is being overly dramatic and dressing up hurt feelings in legal jargon. Others insist The View really did cross a line. Meanwhile, the panel's usual tactic, deny, deflect, and debate among themselves, is in full effect. And of course, Joe Rogan wasn't going to skip a second round. He mocked the lawsuit and lobbed more jabs at Whoopi, questioning her understanding of law, ethics, and even basic reasoning. He joked that listening to Whoopi explain legal matters is like watching a cat solve math problems. Confident, but completely clueless. According to Rogan, The View isn't journalism. It's more like a verbal demolition derby, where facts get blindsided and logic gets left behind. He even joked that most of their audience are people who forgot to turn off the TV after Good Morning America. Or maybe the occasional houseplant enjoying some background noise.
Other people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
They get so much hate watching and hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean, it is a rabies infested hen house.
Joe Rogan dove into the controversy headfirst on his podcast, mocking The View, especially Whoopi Goldberg, for what he called fake outrage and over-the-top theatrics. He joked about Whoopi's mood swings running democracy and slammed the show as more interested in drama than facts. Surprisingly, Rogan defended Tucker Carlson, warning that calling for someone's arrest on live TV over opinions is dangerous for everyone, from podcasters to comedians.